kó gùn ní àgùntó kí ire ọjọ́ iwájú mi kó lè ṣojú rẹ̀.
Ṣé nínú sáré?
Ayẹlẹ o, ìwọ sí o.
32 FM 94.9.
32 FM 94.9. Filling the world with laughter.
My head's so far away.
Mornings are for dreamers.
I'm a dreamer, yes, I'm a dreamer.
The break of dawn for champions.
Champion, 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 champion.
On 32 FM 94.9.
Every day is another chance to do it all over again.
Get the best of starts on the break of dawn. 32 FM 94.9.
To you, dear listener. Great to be here this lovely Monday morning. You're on to 32 FM 94.9. We are located on the 4th floor, Cocoa House, Dugbe, Ibadan. My name is OLUTAYO, OGUNADE. Welcome to your morning tonic, the Break of Dawn newspaper review. The guys revving with energy. All right, go on, Dele. Good morning to you.
Morning, Tayo. My name is Dele Adeyanju. That's a Monday morning, and hopefully this Monday morning we're not going to have terrible news of deaths and all that. Let's check and see what we're going to have. And Dr. OLUTAYO is ready to make analysis, to review, to do all sorts of those other things. Even if the stories are terrible, Dr. OLUTAYO is right there to do justice to them. Dr. OLUTAYO.
Yes, top of the day to you, of course.
Yes, front page stories from the Nigerian Tribune. That's where I'm going first. Ibadan, rise, seizure. Don't start war. You can't win. Senator wants customs. Also, Q1, 400 Nigerians murdered by Boko Haram. Bandits, herdsmen. That's according to a report. With this rider, food crisis looms as farming activities decline. Bandits kill 11 in Katsina. Security forces kill 11 terrorists. Fresh attack on Imo Police Area Command. And 127 rights groups ask Nigerians to begin mass actions. May 26, claim 2,000 killed in 3 months. Eid al-Fitr, Buhari to observe low-key celebration. Mourns victims of madness. Also, panic in Onitsha. As truckload of live bullets falls, spills contents. NDLEA busts online drug trafficking cartel, arrests 5 in Abuja. And at Awolowo's 34th memorial anniversary, politicians should not lie, make promises they won't fulfill. Venerable Enike. Finally, from the front page of the Nigerian Tribune, 28 die, 65 rescued, 7 missing as boat capsizes in Niger.
And from Daily Trust, Boko Haram army raids home, arrest 13 suspects in Kano. Panic as army arrests suspected terrorist in Kano. Buhari warns against attacks on security formations. Don't increase house rent now, expert tells landlords. Buhari warns against attacks on security formations. I took that. TechSem teachers leading, driving success innovation during tough times. Something to also read there. Despite dwindling resources, governors spend billions on private jets. North biggest power plant still stalled 11 years after. How Nigerians lose millions to fraudulent real estate developers. 2023 INEC targeting 120 million voters. Reg Katsina United stunned Wiki terrorist 5-1 to brighten survivor hopes. Was strong despite defection of our key members. Benue APC, fresh crisis, and Lagos PDP over local government polls. Politicians urged not to overheat polity over insecurity. Bala Usman I didn't shortchange any company to favor anyone. Police dismiss explosives in Oshodi Market fire. Hoodlum storm site of ruptured pipeline to scoop diesel. Let's see one more here before we go to another paper. Debris from Chinese rocket lands in Indian Ocean.
All right, Daily Post newspaper next. May Dari Adeboye, rest in peace. Sunday Igboho makes U-turn. Gunmen burned down police station, killed 2 officers in Akwa Ibom. And Abia government confirms gunmen attack on police station. Proposal to slash civil servants' salaries, satanic, ungodly, or TUC chairman. Money cannot hold marriage. Cleric cites bill, Melinda Gates. And group lords, Governor Ikpeazu's infrastructural strides in Abia. Buhari government looking for trouble. NASU warns against workers' pay cut. Senate investigation over 3 trillion naira spent frivolously by MDA, Senator Adeola. Tension as truck leading with live bullets falls, spills content in Onitsha. Niger boat capsize. Niger boat accident death toll hit 28. And Eid al-Fitri, Daura Emirates. Council bans Durbar as Katina plans to celebrate. Buhari's nepotism deteriorating insecurity in Nigeria. Igbo Assembly. Eid al-Fitri, Bauchi Emir bans horse riding Durbar. Otom urges Makurdi residents to remain calm as military flushes out criminals. Monarch released by kidnappers after 700,000 ransom. Accuses subjects of abandonment. Buhari prays for peace, unity in Nigeria. Nigeria police blamed us after killing journalists. Senior officer, that's a statement from Shites, and Pastor Adeboye's sons shave heads over Dari's death. You'll be hunted, punished. Nnamdi Kanu threatens army commanders, policemen. Attack on security agents who will protect us from future emergencies, Buhari asks. Serap demands probe of 39.5 billion naira duplicated projects in 2021 budget. And 4-year management used security agents to harass, humiliate me, suspended Bossa alleges. Nigeria will not break up. Prophet TB Joshua responds to Kanu Igboho secession calls.
And from the Guardian newspaper, 60 agencies failed to remit 3 trillion naira revenue in 6 years. Still from the Guardian newspaper, weak consumer protection keeps cement prices high. Still from there, stop the bleeding, carnage or resign. 127 CSO tell Buhari. Another one here, NFF 6 friendlies for Super Eagles ahead 2022 World Cup qualifiers. Federal government to make gas cheaper, move petroleum products by railway. Fulbright to unveil first indigenous refinery soon, says VC. Watch out for new moon tomorrow. Sultan orders Muslims. Retired police officer arrested for allegedly beating wife to death. Why Buhari's planned salary cut should be rejected by PDP. A team accuses El Rufai of misleading Buhari. Let's see some more from The Guardian. Insecurity in Niger State requires federal government urgent intervention, says Idris. Ebonyi slams Southeast PDP's misleading communique on Ebubeagu. All right, let's go to the sports side now. Memories made of Edo 2020 National Sports Festival. One for Metro before we go to another paper. Baka presidency and a country in distraction. That's a column there. Igbo leaders move to reconcile Ohaneze and Igbo factions. Let's see another one.
Punch newspaper next. Truck with ammunition falls in Anambra. Conductor flees. Driver held. Buhari plans Salah celebration in Villa. Stops homage again. Don't take COVID-19 vaccination, Oyedepo tells winners, worshippers. And also strengthen forest rangers, buy drones, choppers. Southwest speakers tell governors. Kidnappers collected over 34.5 million naira in 3 Ogun abductions. Kano's petition to protect Biafra's interests, says Akintarinwa. Remove petrol subsidy. Economic Council tells Buhari 1 state. Dari, RCCG members, co-pastors pay tributes as special service. Church collapse. TB Joshua should have been charged with carelessness, says Shoyinka. Niger villagers sacked by bandits among 15 victims of boat accident. Gunmen attack Akwa Ibom police station, kill 2 cops, 12 cows. Police begin search for cops, killers, snatched rifles. Mieti Allah threatens legal action as gunmen release Kogi chair. IPOB, not a terrorist group, that's right up there. And kidnappers tied our hands, legs blindfolded. beaters with machetes, guns. Fire got Lagos Church, Oshun Market. And just before we move to another paper, beneficiaries Lord Oyetola Food Scheme, 4,680 get federal government investment loans. Federal government pledges more access to power, housing, jobs. And another police station attack in Abia. Edo begins COVID-19 vaccination for teachers ahead school consumption.
And from Premium Times, how Abia police station was attacked. Fatality avoided. Insecurity, 85 killed, 17 kidnapped in violent attacks across Nigeria last week. There's a special report here in Cape Verde. Traveling with a Nigerian passport may mean deportation. Let's see some more from Premium. Insecurity, Otom fires back at El Rufai over critical comment. We plan to bomb bandits despite risk of killing kidnapped students. El Rufai. 16 police officers killed in Nigeria last week. 7 officers feared killed in multiple attacks on police in Rivers. Alright, Buhari has no plan to slash workers' salaries. APC replies PDP. Insecurity, 120 groups, activists call for protests. Boycott of Democracy Day activities. Hoodlums attack police facility in Abia. Insecurity, 5 killed in Kaduna, 1 missing. Both mishap claims 28 in Niger, and another police facility attacked in Akwa Ibom in less than 24 hours.
All right, Vanguard newspaper is the last paper I have right here, and MH's letter that ousted Adiza Usman over unremitted 165 billion naira. Also, another police station set ablaze in Abia. Gunmen on the rampage. 12 policemen killed in 24 hours in Akwa Ibom, Rivers. And NHRC Lord Nas for bill on 111 special additional seats for women. Ondo government reviews 24-hour curfew imposed on Ikare. Mimi set to break record as first Nollywood film to premiere at the beach. And COVID-19 deflates CAP's Q1 performance. COVID-19 outdoor advertisers got no intervention from government. Poor Adiza Balausman forced to grow too quickly. Those are some of the headlines from the Vanguard newspaper.
We'll go at a short break now. When we return, we'll engage Dr. Lord Jedoko in some analysis. Good morning.
Titan Farms Multi-Business Limited is calling all event vendors in Ibadan to submit a tender. This invite includes a tender from decorators, DJs, caterer, both continental and African dishes, drink vendors, souvenir vendors, MCs, cake vendors, cocktail vendors, ushering agencies, bouncers, floor coordinators, photographers, videographers, etc. The tender is expected to be submitted from Monday, April the 26th to 3rd of May 2021. All interested vendors should show interest of participation by visiting the anniversary committee in our office. Time 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. daily at Titan Farms House, opposite Motor Dealer Car Mart, Akala Express, New Garage, Ibadan. Visit our website on www.titanfarms.org or at Titan Farms NG on Instagram.
láti gòkè àgùnlà láyé èèyàn nílò ìtọ́sọ́nà ẹni tó mọ̀nà débi àṣeyọrí. FMH International HR àwọn ni gbajúgbajà akọ́ṣẹ́mọṣẹ́ iléeṣẹ́ alárinà tó mọ ojúlẹ̀jà bá ti ń tọ́ni sọ́nà finimọ̀nà nípa bí gbogbo òǹwáṣẹ́ ṣe lè pàdé àwọn òǹgbanisíṣẹ́ pàápàá jùlọ láwọn orílẹ̀-èdè tó wà lókè òkun.
FMH International HR alábàáṣepọ̀ gidi ni wọ́n jẹ́ pẹ̀lú àjọ oníwádìí ìjìnlẹ̀ àgbáyé tá a mọ̀ sí United Nations Volunteer Research Group láti jùmọ̀ tọpinpin wàhálà táwọn ọmọlẹ́yìn kojú nídìí ìgbìyànjú ajé lọ sílẹ̀ òkèèrè. ìyẹn ọ̀rọ̀ tó jẹ mọ́ international migration àti international labour activities.
ǹjẹ́ o tiẹ̀ mọ̀ pé o nílò ìmọ̀ tó jinlẹ̀ dáadáa nípa ìlànà à ń tẹ̀lé láwọn pápákọ̀ òfurufú tó fẹ́ gbà sọdá sílẹ̀ òkèèrè. lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ bá a ṣe ń sọ̀rọ̀ yìí United Nations Volunteer Research Group pẹ̀lú àjọṣepọ̀ FMH International HR ń ṣe research lórí ẹ̀dùn ọkàn àti ìpèníjà tẹ́ ẹ bá ní. questionnaires táwọn òṣìṣẹ́ FMH bá fún yín lágbègbè yín lẹ́ẹ̀ ṣàlàyé ìrírí yín sí.
fún àlàyé lẹ́kùnrẹ́rẹ́ kàn sí wọn ní 3rd and 9th floor Cocoa House Dùgbẹ̀ Ìbàdàn.
telephone 0817 4444 627
àti 08168737222.
Please, sir, how do I get to Retire Well Crescent?
It's easy. Just go straight
on longitude 155. Take a 360-degree turn, then traverse on the trajectory. And bam, you enter the streets. You can't miss it.
At Stambic IBTC Pension Managers, we believe that preparing for the future should be easy. Email switch to pensionsolution@stambicibtc.com and let our experienced managers help you get started. Stambic IBTC Pension Managers, a member of Standard Bank Group.
Egbògi kan ti délẹ̀ yìí, egbògi àtẹ̀jẹ̀ ṣe ni, ó dára fẹ̀jẹ̀ gidi gan. Veneto cleanser ló ń jẹ́ o. Veneto cleanser ló ń jẹ́ o.
Ojú rẹ̀ ṣàǹjọ̀lọ̀ lójoojúmọ́ kí làṣírí ẹ wà rí.
Veneton cleanser ni.
Já mi sí ọ̀rẹ́.
Veneton cleanser egbògi àtẹ̀jẹ̀ṣe tí bádọ̀tí ara wọ̀ yá ìjà rẹ̀ wọ́n mọ́lẹ̀ ṣe wọ́n yẹbẹyẹbẹ. Inú tó ń kú tó ń dàrú gbòdògbòdò kò bára rẹ̀ èrí inú ẹ̀jẹ̀. Amọ̀nà ti dé o. Veneton cleanser egbògi àtẹ̀jẹ̀ṣe tí a fi ewé àti egbò ṣe ní ọ̀nà ti gbàlódé. NAFDAC Fòǹtẹ̀lù MA1 Nigeria Limited ni wọ́n gbé Veneton cleanser jáde. A wà ní nọ́mbà 17 Ọba Akínyẹlé off Adeogun Street Aláàfin Avenue Olúyọ̀lé Estate Ring Road Ìbàdàn. Telephone 08034051533 fún títà àti rírà. Ìwọ náà darapọ̀ mọ́ wa. Veneton cleanser àmọ̀tẹ́kùn egbòogi tí ya gbogbo kòkòrò inú ẹ̀jẹ̀ wẹ́lẹ́wẹ́lẹ́.
If you don't know the transfer news, you might tell your friends your team has the top striker.
What are you talking about?
If you tell your friends your team has the top striker, they might loudly disagree.
Wait.
If they loudly disagree, the whole viewing center might get involved. If the whole viewing center gets involved, you might lose the argument. If you lose the argument, you might kick the floor in frustration. Before things get out of hand, settle it with Google Search. Get the latest football news, live scores, transfers, probabilities, and so much more on your Google app.
As the best man, I'd like to give a toast. But first, I have a few things to say. The money they are spraying the couple is reducing. It seems some people have rubbed glue under their shoes to pack it.
Clearly, he's been watching Comedy Nights or maybe My Siblings and I on Africa Magic Urban, DSTV channel 153. Now, you too can get inspired by our local entertainment. Get a HD decoder, dish, plus 1 month DSTV compact subscription for only 18,600 Naira. Because great stories start on DSTV.
94.9.
Welcome back. 32 FM 94.9 Break It On Newspaper Review reaching live from our studio. We are live on YouTube, 32 FM 949 Ibadan, 32 FM 949 Ibadan. And the two lines to call when we open the phone line later on the program, 0705 5949 and 009 7949. Good morning to you once again. I am OLUTAYO OGUNADE.
Now I am DELE ADEYANJU. Dr. OLUTAYO, good morning once again.
Yeah, top of the day to you, of course.
Yes, this morning, Doctor, we have reports again of invasion of police stations. I don't know why some unscrupulous elements are attacking our police formations, especially in the east. I don't know what their agitation is, and they are not actually making statements. And policemen are dying on a daily basis. But that's not the meat of the story for me this morning. It's about a truck that fell yesterday or thereabouts and spilled its contents in Onitsha, where it was discovered that full live ammunition, live bullets were found in that particular truck. Investigations should begin at the moment.
Oh yes, there was a time when this violence in the east, southeast particularly, was sporadic, isolated, but it's assuming a new trend. It's consistent, the targets are clear, and their victims on a constant basis. So of course, one is worried as to what is going on. Is it coordinated? Is it planned? And because the targets seem to be very clear, one would think that it's planned and that it's coordinated. But I think it's worrisome what you just mentioned. The arms, live ammunition, you understand, fell out of that truck, which means that there's more in the offering. And some people, you understand, are sponsoring violence against the state. But I also think that it's a sum total of the frustration of some particular people in those areas. They've been on the fringes for some time, and now they're beginning to respond. I think they're taking a textbook lesson from what's happening in the Northeast. And I think it's going to be unfortunate if the government cannot clamp down and address the issues. Unfortunately for us, the government hasn't shown any appetite to address some of the fundamental issues. Not even the policing arrangement is being addressed, not to talk about some of the underlying courage that comes with it. So
there is a part of the story which says that the truck fell and the entire street was full of bullets. So some boys scooped some of the bullets with their hands and ran away before security arrived.
And already, according to former head of state Abu Bakr Abu Salami, says we have 6 million illicit now weapons in the hands of wrong people in the country.
Yes, in the hands of wrong people, and they don't even know where they are. They're unlicensed, and they can be used and deployed at any point in time. So the security situation is very dire. The government doesn't appear to be in control, and the government is not deploying any measures, any particular measures, to be able to sustain, to contain, or to deal with it.
And the police is helpless at the moment.
Oh, they're helpless because they're under-resourced. They're under-resourced in terms of finance, in terms of money, and also in terms of personnel. So they are sitting ducks in many instances. They are, unfortunately for us.
An attack was repelled last week in one of the police stations, but in some others they weren't as lucky.
No, they wouldn't be, because the people that we're dealing with seem to be very sophisticated in their tactics and in the weaponry they're using. There's a kind of guerrilla tactic that they're using, because they soon melt away into the crowd or melt away into the urban areas. You know, they're not dealing with forests now, but they're dealing in urban areas. And there's nothing that the government has done so far other than platitudes, press release statements. I know there's been a mobilization of the military formations, but will military formations deal with what you're doing with an unseen enemy? The problem we have is an unseen enemy, and that's part of the issue. So you can't fight them in a conventional way. You have to go after intelligence, you have to break up their network and issues. But more fundamentally, you have to win the hearts, minds, and the souls of the people.
All right, statistics from last week: 85 killed, 17 kidnapped in violent attacks across Nigeria just last week.
Yeah. It's quite clear that we're in a state of emergency, whether the government refuses to declare it or not. There's a state of emergency that is pervading the space that is Nigeria. And unfortunately, the body language of government seems to be business as usual. It cannot be business as usual.
Well, last week, the government of President Buhari reached out to Joe Biden for help. And I don't know what America's response is or has been, but IPOB wrote a letter again to Joe Biden not to respond positively to Buhari.
No, Buhari wants Africa headquarters relocated from Germany
to back to Nigeria or Africa, wherever. I think it was rebuffed. It was rebuffed clearly. Our foreign policy, I don't understand. I don't even know where Oyema is, what he's doing. No current foreign policy. What's the cornerstone of our foreign policy? What's the objective of our foreign policy? What's our national interest? Whether national primary interest or secondary, we don't have any. We're just all over the place. And it's lack of leadership. Everything, the box stops at the door, or at the decks, rather, of the president.
Do we have to reject ministers, ambassadors, and all these other people?
That's what we have to do, but I doubt if Mr. President has the capacity or cognition to do that. That's
Maybe
what we have to do.
Garba Shehu too needs to be changed.
Yeah, Garba Shehu has assumed the role of the presidency, hasn't? Not president, but the presidency. You know, because once they say Buhari speaks, just read the bottom. Just go to the bottom, and you just know that is the spokesman who has crafted
Dr.
the
Jadokun, who gets there and won't just play ball. If you get there, you will play ball, Dr. Jadokun.
No, I doubt if I will play ball because number one,
the
I won't even
structures
get
are
there.
right.
Yes.
You won't have strong people. You only have strong institutions. As a matter of fact, Nigeria has been advised to tackle its security challenges internally, as they were mere family affairs, and this according to the ambassador of South Korea to Nigeria, Kim Yong-chae.
Yes.
Family affair.
Well, it's a family affair in the sense that they're undercurrents. Undercurrents are the socio-economic and also the structural issues, which we refuse to address. The fact is that if we continue with the security arrangement we'll just be firefighting. And I don't think Nigeria can firefight for too long. Are we going to continue to firefight for 2 years? It's kidnapping, killing, mayhem, you understand? All this ransom taking. Is it going to be a feature for the next 2 years? Can the country survive that without any measures being taken by the central government? Because I don't see any particular measures. There was a security meeting, was it on Monday or so? And one of the things I was expecting, you understand, from this government was that there would be some state of emergency somewhere and there would be some different action taken from previous action. Well, state press releases,
they indeed know what to do. They're just not doing it. The UK minister also said some time ago, recently too, that the situation here is so complicated.
It's so complicated, but you wonder whether the complication is fueled by sheer incompetence or sheer putting round pegs in a square, or square pegs rather in a round hole. I think part of the issue is that Buhari is unable to move when it comes to deploying personnel, appointing the right people into the right place. Most of the appointments don't seem to be based on any merit or any real scrutiny, but based on maybe old alliances and old friendships. And in a country the size of Nigeria, with the complexity of Nigeria, old friendship and old fraternity will not do. Competence is needed and strategic insight is required.
Dr. Jadoko, all these issues we are facing at the moment in the country, are they prelude to self-determination of different ethnic groups? Because according to a UN charter, ethnics are free to go their own way, to form their own government. And of course, an African Union Charter also supports that.
But the ground norm of Nigeria is the 1999 Constitution as amended. The 1999 Constitution as amendment does not give space, you understand, for self-determination in the way that is described. So we have a conflict. We have a conflict between the African Charter, the UN, and precisely the Nigerian Constitution. Except we come together and agree together, you understand, to throw overboard the current Constitution, the status quo will remain that we have to find a way, either through restructuring or reorganization, organizing ourselves within the present framework. You know, from that point of view, Banji Akitoye says that there was a time when restructuring would have stopped a lot of the bloodletting and the violence. But Professor Banji Akitoye says
it's not going to work anymore.
It's not going to work. That's what he says. That's what the renowned professor says. He's a restrained person, an intellectual, a past senator. So I believe he knows what he's talking about.
Right, from Daily Trust, the contract for the Northern Nigeria's biggest power plant project, awarded in November 2009 to General Electric and Roxon Engineering for a dual thermal plant using low power fuel oil and natural gas, was expected to have been concluded on December the 31st, 2013, but almost 8 years after the expiration of its deadline and having gulped over 100 billion naira, the project is yet to take off.
Well, that's the story of Nigeria. Unfinished projects, white elephants, misdirected spending, maladministration, and a lot. We can go on. And that's just a metaphor for what's going on. I think it's quite unfortunate. And part of the reason why we have the power problem is the complete wholesale mismanagement of the entire situation. And nobody's prepared really to address it. Okay, we try to address it by going privatization. But the privatization that we have is that most of these power companies, in fact all of them, are surviving by subsidy. Remove the subsidy today and they will collapse like a pack of cards. And it's because a lot of the infrastructure that we have basically was decrepit under NEPA, was allowed to go to waste, and nobody invested in them. So it's not just a problem of this government, it's a problem of successive governments that have been unable to get foresight. And there's no way we can develop economically if our power situation is not sorted. And I would have hoped the government realized this by now.
60 agencies failed to remit 3 trillion naira in 6 years.
Well, that's part of the indiscipline we are finding in governance in Nigeria. If you don't have a strong hand at the tiller, then people will begin to do whatever they want without consequence. Having said that, we must be fair to this government. The MPA chief executive has been suspended pending investigation. So it would not be correct to say that the government has allowed impunity to run riot all through. But in most instances, impunity is what's happening in governance. And that's why, even though you're supposed to remit these funds, sometimes the funds are unremitted and no consequences follow. That's the problem. If you don't have consequences, people do what they want and people just go astray.
3 trillion naira.
It's quite significant. 3 trillion is about, well, we are servicing, I think, with about 5 trillion our debt. But that 3 trillion could helped us substantially with our debt situation. So are we serious as a government? Are we serious as a country? And something tells me that somewhere somebody's not serious about governing Nigeria.
All right. In other news, just before we go, observe a second break on the show this morning. The Customs Service has condemned the Senate's order for release of seized foreign rice. So power tussle, power play.
When we get back.
Well, first and foremost,
Doctor, let's go on this.
Oh, that's the break. Okay,
right.
Sorry.
iléeṣẹ́ Novesola wọ́n ní kí n sọ fún ọ pé tòjò tẹ̀rùn gbogbo àkókò ńlẹ̀ dá ádámà nílò náà yàtọ̀ sí náà dògán tá a fi ń sun bọ̀ọ̀lì lábà oko àgàgà yín náà sólà tó ń gbàgbára láti inú òrùn tó bá gbọ́ Novel sólà ní ó tẹ̀lé iléeṣẹ́ Novesola wọ́n ti wà ní sẹpẹ́ fún pèsè àwọn èròjà sólà lẹ́lẹ́kàǹkà inverter solar panels and batteries solar kit láti tanná láti charge battery gbọ́ rédíò kọrin jẹ̀gbádùn àti láti tanná ẹlẹ́yin bíi 2 sí 3 solar fan tó ń gbé fan láti tanná sùn dẹ́kun ẹ̀fọn amára níní ṣokùnfà àìsàn ibà solar floodlight fàyíká ilégbèé àtòpópónà fún sẹ̀mọ́lẹ̀ solar freezer láti ṣe nǹkan jíjẹ mímu lọ́jọ́sí kómi síta fóníbàárà solar CCTV camera ẹlẹ́yinjú àsáfàbò nílé iṣẹ́ àtọ́fíìsì solar water heater tí somi tútù ní gbígbóná solar water pump tó lè fami gòkè ní kànga energy saving appliances DC bulb DC TV DC fan tó ń gbàgbára náà sára bẹ́ẹ̀ làkànṣe solar product wà fún dókítà lecturers farmers tailor àtàwọn ṣọ́ọ̀bù káríkárí Novesola kan náà ń lo kájú ẹ̀ kàn sí wọn bó rajà lólùlẹ́sẹ̀ wọn tó wà ní Akíndélé Plaza ìdójúkọ Adamasingba Stadium Mọ́kọ́lá Ìbàdàn tàbí lẹ́ka iléeṣẹ́ wọn tó bá súnmọ́
081-8776-6005.
Novesola ló mójútó solar.
As you freely connect to your creator, also stay in touch with your loved ones across all networks for just 12 kobo per second all through this holy month. Simply dial *152# to enjoy this special voice plan. And if you want to share pictures and videos of fun Sahoo moments, dial *312# to get best value Airtel Night Bundle.
Airtel, the smartphone network.
ọjọ́ ọ̀la àwọn ọmọ wa ti kọjá kásọ̀lé ìwé dàgbàdà wá nǹkan jẹ o. ìdí rèé tí àwọn ọ̀jọ̀gbọ́n tí ọjọ́ ọ̀la àwọn ìwé wa jẹ lógún fi ṣàgbékalẹ̀ ilé ìwé kan àrà ọ̀tọ̀ tí ìjọba orílẹ̀-èdè yìí àti tilẹ̀ Germany sì bu òǹtẹ̀lù Isabel Coast International German School. ilé ìwé tó fún àwọn ìwé wa ní ọgbọ́n òun ìmọ̀ tí ó yè kooro lọ́nà ẹ̀kọ́ ti orílẹ̀-èdè yìí àti ti orílẹ̀-èdè ilẹ̀ Germany. à ń kọ́ àwọn òbówẹrẹ wa láti jẹ́lé osinmi crèche primary àti secondary. gbogbo àwọn olùkọ́ wa aláwọ̀ dúdú àti aláwọ̀ funfun ni wọ́n kójú òṣùwọ̀n àyíká wa rẹwà ó sì dùn wò lójú. owó wa ò gani lára rárá. àǹfààní wà fún àwọn ọmọ ilé ìwé wa láti lọ rèé ṣe ọlídé ní orílẹ̀-èdè ilẹ̀ Germany ní gbogbo ìgbà tí wọ́n bá ń bẹ lẹ́nu ìsinmi sọ́mà. ọgbà bí wọ́n bá sì ti parí ẹ̀kọ́ wọn tí wọ́n sì gba ìwé ẹ̀rí mo yanrantí ààyè àti kàwé sí gbé àti ṣiṣẹ́ ní orílẹ̀-èdè ilẹ̀ Germany ti di ìrọ̀rùn nìyẹn. ẹ yá tètè wá fi orúkọ ọmọ yín sílẹ̀ ní iléèwé Isabel Coast International German School 33 Adeyi Street off Awolowo Road nítòsí Davis Hotel Old Bodija Ìbàdàn. telephone
0812-325-5076 tàbí 0812-141-6830.
Please, sir, how do I get to Retire Well Crescent?
It's easy. Just go straight on longitude 155. Take a 360-degree turn, then traverse on the trajectory. And bam, you will enter the streets. You can't miss it.
At Stanbic IBTC Pension Managers, we believe that preparing for the future should be easy. Email switch to pensionsolution@stanbicibtc.com and let our experienced managers help you get started. Stanbic IBTC Pension Managers, a member of Standard Bank Group.
I saw self-injectable contraceptive while searching for contraceptive options online. My first reaction was, wow, women can actually inject themselves? Imagine that. No more queues or judgmental aunties waiting at the clinic. I decided to try it because it prevents pregnancy for 3 months with just 1 injection. Also, anyone can do it from anywhere they feel comfortable after being trained by a healthcare provider. I was a tad bit scared the first time I self-injected since needles has always made me uncomfortable. But I found it very easy and less painful than a normal injection. Now, I have gained a lot more confidence in myself. Self-inject contraceptive has put power in my hands. I feel more in control of my body, my time, and my future.
Would you like to explore your contraceptive options and find out more about self-injections? Visit discoveryourpower.org today or search #DiscoverYourPower. This message is supported by Health Promotion Division, Federal Ministry of Health.
Ìbàdàn 9 mobile 4G LTE ti balẹ̀ gùdẹ̀. àfihàn eré ìdárayá bí wọ́n ṣe ń gbà wọn ní yàjó á yàtọ̀. ìpè lórí fídíò àwọn ọmọ rẹ̀ rẹ́kẹ̀ṣẹ̀ iṣẹ́ yóò máa lọ ní rọrùn kò sí yọnu. bẹ́ẹ̀ ni o Ìbàdàn ẹ jẹ gbádùn ìmọ̀ ẹ̀rọ ayélujára pẹ̀lú ojúlówó 4G LTE lórí àtẹ dátà 9 mobile gba gígábáìtì 2 pẹ̀lú wíwà lórí social media lọ́fẹ̀ẹ́ fún $500 gígábáìtì 2 pẹ̀lú wíwà lórí social media lọ́fẹ̀ẹ́ $1,500 àti gígábáìtì 3.5 dátà lọ́fẹ̀ẹ́ lálẹ́ ní àwọn àṣàyàn olóṣooṣù fún dátà $1,000 àti jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ. tẹ *200*3*1# láti bẹ̀rẹ̀. ìlànà àtàdéhùn wàṣà o 9 mobile.
32 FM
94.9.
Welcome back. Don't forget, when we open the phone lines, the numbers to call 0705 5949 and 0809 7949. Please note those numbers. Yes, Dr. Yadokun, the Nigerian Customs Service has advised the Senate to focus on lawmaking and not usurp the powers of other arms of government. Is that an effrontery on our almighty Senate?
I don't think it's an effrontery. I think that's the way the Constitution works. The Senate is supposed to provide oversight. The executive is supposed to execute laws. If the Senate has a problem with the law that's been executed, let them amend the law. And if they feel that the law hasn't been enforced, there are other ways.
What is the existing law?
Well, of course, the existing law is that the customs operate within a boundary. The customs are not Nigerian police. They are not the civil defense.
They're not supposed to be in town.
No, they're not supposed to be in town. That's why we have the police. That's why we have civil defense and other agencies, from that point of view. So the customs are exceeding their authority. They're going beyond their bounds, But, of course, what the Senate should do is call, of course, the federal government, the executive to order, and advise and warn, you understand, and if possible, censure them. But they cannot, you understand, command directly the customs official, as it were. They can invite him, they can exercise their oversight power, by examining and making a report, of course, to the federal government. And if possible, you understand, call by resolution for him to be dealt with. But any resolution is not backed up by law and it's advisory from that point of view. I think basically the man thinks and he knows that the Senate doesn't know the leg they're standing on. That's why he's going beyond his boundary.
This is going to be... There was a time the Senate invited the CG Customs and it failed to respond.
I remember that. That was about 3
years ago.
3 years ago, yes. And it's that kind of effrontery that it continues.
And eventually didn't go and nothing happened.
Well, I think, let me tell you where the powers of the Senate lie. Every year there's a budget approved for customs and so on and so forth. The Senate can, if they want to enforce, refuse to consider its budget and refuse to go forward with the budget.
That would be its punishment.
Of course, and that incapacitates an agency that refuses to abide, you understand, by the law or follow the advice that the Senate has given there. And I think if the Senate is very, very intelligent in the way it exercises its power, they will get results. But we have a Senate that acquiesces to everything that the executive does. They sit down, look, and therefore that's what we get, anarchy in government.
Are we sure that members of the Senate don't go through the back door to meet all those people?
No, it's not about surety. Of course they do. Of course we know that they collect, you understand. I don't know what it's called. They say it's money for oversight.
I don't know what it's called too.
Oversize.
Yes. So of course that's part of the issue you've raised.
There is scarcity of male teachers in Enugu. Doctor, professionals in the education sector in Enugu State have bemoaned the very low number of male teachers in schools across the state. Most of them identified poor enumeration of teachers as the major factor driving the gender imbalance in the teaching profession in the state.
Yes, and I think the point there is that you also need female teachers, but also strong male teachers at the same time to balance it. There's sometimes where male teachers are required, and sometimes when, of course, you need a female. Part of the issue, I'm sorry if it appears as a stereotype, is that a lot of people in that part of the country prefer to go into business, prefer to go into trading, rather than going to teaching because of the rewards that come from trading.
But Doctor, I don't think it's about Enugu alone. Even come to Oyo State here, especially primary schools. How many males do you see in those primary schools? They are teachers, and most of the time they are becoming of age.
Well, I think that's been historic. I mean, when I came back to this country and went to primary school, most of our teachers, of course, were female. I think at the primary school level, it has always been. Part of it has been convenience. Part of it also has been also the nature of the pay. And so most of the men would prefer to go to secondary school where there's much more pay because of their responsibilities. But I think it's more acute in places, some parts of the East, where most of them, you understand, we just prefer to be going to business rather than to do teaching. But also part of the issue is that teachers are not being paid enough. You know it, I know it, you understand. And many teachers, forget about the private sector. The private sector, they don't even pay them at all. If you consider 15,000, 20,000 a month payment, then what's that? And so that's the issue. So why would I go into teaching, do you understand, when I'm not going to get my just desserts and just reward? I realize that there's a reward waiting in heaven. But not a lot of us are that patient.
0705 5949 0809 7949 to join the conversation. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Dave.
Good morning to you.
Doctor, good morning. Dele, good morning.
Good morning.
Please come in.
Oh, okay. Good morning.
Let me quickly call the attention of doctor to the assessment. If it's public school, I don't think there is any difference in teachers that work in primary and secondary. If they have the same grade level, they take the same salary, irrespective of whether you work in primary and secondary school. But I agree that what they said is all over. Many teachers are not always found in primary school. You see a primary school that has 70 teachers, you can see only like 3 or 5 males there. Because they work there to train the young ones. So it's better the males go to secondary school. On this issue of attacking security offices and the likes, I think they are setting us on target as a country and we are not watching. If bandits, criminal people, whatever, started attacking police posts, it means that they are demoralizing security agencies for a better attack, maybe in the future, and which is dangerous. And I think the government needs to sit up and do the needful.
Thank you.
God bless us.
Thank you, comrade, for your call there. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Dr. Good morning. This is okay. Please, I actually want to ask a question. The first thing is, please, is this nation irredeemable? Because I'm still wondering. And on the customs telling our legislators, we are not surprised. We remember some few, should I say, the Senate president told us that literally everything that comes from the executive, he will pass it. So why would they not talk to him like that? That's why I'm still asking, are we sure this nation is redeemable? We really need to ask that question. Money.
Thank you.
Yes, Dr. K has hit the nail on the head. Lawan has already sold himself short. From the beginning, he set the agenda. He made clear his objective was to be a poodle to the executive. So what do we expect?
All right, 0705 5949 and 009 7949. Hello.
John and Jock is my name. Just let me follow the first caller. I want to thank him for what I said concerning the killing of security operatives, especially in the southeast, which I belong to. I'm equally bothered, and what I may say may not be good to some people, but I just have to say, if it is in the Constitution of the United Nations and even the African Union, which in Nigeria is a signature that every nationality or ethnic group has the right to self-determination, but the education must be done or carried out devoid of violence. Even General Buhari himself in 2016 at the United Nations said people educating for Biafra would, if they would organize themselves and manage their affairs in a non-violent manner without attacking security personnel, then the government would have no option but to engage in negotiation with them. That is international law. But if they continue to attack security personnel, the government can go after them. In view of this, are all the stakeholders in the land which I belong to put an end to this madness of killings of attack of security operatives. John Njoku is my name.
Thank you, John, for your contribution. Let's take one call, then we'll go on a short break, and when we return, we'll take more calls. And while we're waiting for that, I think we can just launch the break now. Let's go on, Dele.
All right.
Wait till you they wait for. You no need to stress at all. Say the band don't take for us. Make we jolly they go. Even small picking, mommy, daddy, better life for you. Oya bruku tutu komaro. Sisi eko abeg no dey slow. Sani bank better life promo. You done dey for you. 30,000 worth of gifts for 50 people every week. No dey sit down for your seat. Grab the opportunity. Send it better life promo. Send it bank account. Send it better life promo. With minimum of 5,000 naira. Send it better life promo. Request is send it debit card. Send it better life.
For more information, visit www.zenithbank.com/betterlife. Zenith Bank, in your best interest.
Uncle Dentist, what's in big cavities and And how Colgate take they protect my teeth from cavities? Shay, they use Kung Fu?
No, dear. Now, hole for teeth they cause most tooth pain will be cavity. But if you use Colgate Maximum Cavity Protection, take brush every day. The confirmed formula could help keep natural calcium inside our teeth. We could protect them from tooth decay.
Time don't reach to upgrade to the world's most chosen toothpaste, Colgate. Because Colgate locks calcium in.
Now, the Nigerian Dental Association, they recommend Colgate.
Guy, what's in the make you scatter house like this, eh?
I beg, you help me see my Airtel SIM.
I carry and give Shade yesterday, but you know they use him again now.
Yay! You don't carry my bonus gift landlord picking. Now today you go pack out.
On top Airtel SIM?
Yes, so if you don't reach 15 days where you never use your Airtel SIM, go find them now. Because why? Ogonga will food on top of. Hey, get 2,000 naira airtime plus extra 200 MB for just 200 naira. The more you recharge, the more you are woofo. To begin enjoy this awoof, just dial *241*7#. Terms and conditions, Deo.
Airtel, the smartphone network.
Please, sir, how do I get to Retire Well Crescent?
It's easy. Just go straight on longitude 155. Take a 360-degree turn, then traverse on the trajectory. And bam, you enter the streets. You can't miss it.
At Stanbic IBTC Pension Managers, we believe that preparing for the future should be easy. Email switch to pensionsolution@stanbicibtc.com and let our experienced managers help you get started. Stanbic IBTC Pension Managers, a member of Standard Bank Group.
Are you ready?
When we look at the horizon, we see our followers. And as we keep looking, we are inspired to keep moving. To you all, we say thank you. For our followers on Facebook, you are the best. To those on Twitter and Instagram, we love you. And to our YouTube subscribers, we throw you salute. For those who are yet to join us on the flight, we know you are waiting. So catch us live on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at 32FM949 Ibadan. And to subscribe to our YouTube channel, it is at 32FM949 Ibadan. You are the real heroes. Once again, we say thank you.
32 FM 94.9.
Welcome back. 0705-500949. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Samson Omagbo.
All right, go on.
Please, I'm asking of Barrister Dan Gosha. I won't be hearing of it.
It's fine.
Sir? Barrister Dan Gosha.
Yeah, I said it's very fine.
Barrister.
Very well, it's very fine. So let's have a contribution.
Okay.
All right, I think let's take this other one. Hello, good morning. Hello.
0809-700949. Hello.
Good morning.
Morning.
Yeah. My name is Adesi Yamorola from UI. Nigeria is resilient if we are ready for it. But unfortunately, we are not ready for it. And who can make it happen? They are the youth. So because we are more than them, we are brilliant than them, we are more talented. A lot of them cannot even use computer. This is that they perpetuate themselves in office. And as you can see, all these people that they said whatever Buhari approved, whatever idea that he has is approvable. The Senate president and all of them. If you look at their various states now, they are already oiling to contest for the second time. All these people that they have shown this country, I'm talking from both sides of the party now. What stopped Nigeria used to mobilize on the road and be removing their banner and say we don't want to see your poster on the street across the country? The more youth cannot be able to take this step, and they face the other, youth now, Nigeria youth now, when they are done from school, they face their father business. They are not interested in who governs them, and that is the problem of this country. I can't people like that. You see, go to Kuala, you see Lai Mame want to become governor. You see ability, effort that want to become president. People like that. What stop them? What stop Nigerian youth? People like this name. Who is about this, how old is he that I want to contest as president?
Hello.
Hello, good morning. This is a very doctor. Thank you, doctor, for clarifying that our parliamentary people can order the return of rights and other things. The power they really had, they never used it. When they were allowing a retired army officer to become a controller general, position that you go to the house before you get to, they brought in the retired and they passed him. And even on most occasions, they invite them. They don't go. They now stood at Abuja asking them to return rights and other things in Ibadan. Everybody knew that it was a mere lip service. Have a nice day.
Thank you.
Thank you. 0705 500949 009 700949 to join the conversation in this studio. Hello, good morning. Hello.
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 Good morning, sir. Good morning, Dele.
Good morning to you.
Hello, can you hear me? Good morning.
Good morning. We can hear you.
Morning, Dr. Dele. Good morning.
Good morning.
This is Dr. Mark. Hello.
Hello, we can hear you, Dr. Mark.
Yeah,
Go on, Doctor.
I believe Nigeria is still redeemable. I believe strongly. You see, it's just that the body language of those the leaders at the moment, I don't know what their mission is. I really do not understand. But Nigeria is actually redeemable. Because if we have gallant soldiers that are so powerful that even other African countries, they go there and achieve success. But this present administration has incapacitated them. They have reduced them to I don't know how to describe it. It's not the situation in the country is, I'm telling you, is things can still work in Nigeria. You are talking about the particular ministry not remitting 3 trillion naira in 6 years. And we have those who are in charge there. We have the president, we have the minister of finance, we have those that are supposed to check those kind of activities, and they are not doing anything. So if we have somebody whose words are not taken seriously as the head of state, what do you expect? Everybody will do what they like. You give instructions to IG, he will not take. Give instructions to chief of staff, he will not take. Give instructions to the custom boss, he will not take. And when you do not have the right kind of people in position, this is also part of the problem. How do you put a retired colonel to head custom? You can see the kind of things happening. They are acting as if they do not even understand the law. And those who are supposed to check them, are you telling me the National Assembly do not know what to do to the IG, to the Director General?
All right, thank you. Do you agree that a retired colonel should not be allowed to head customs?
Well, if there's an esprit corps, if there's a tradition that governs the customs, then I think it should be respected except in exceptional circumstances. There was no evidence to suggest that they didn't have competent people within the customs. So I think it was highly irregular that they brought somebody from without. And I think it disrupted.
But it's also required some success.
Of course, in terms of revenue, yes.
Hello, good morning.
Morning, John.
Hello, Doctor and Tayo. Good morning.
Good morning.
From Ibadan here.
Right.
Now, Nigeria is redeemable. 1. Righteousness exalts a nation. When a righteous man is in that throne, you will see that things will work well. Doctor, please, I want to ask, the truck loaded with ammunition that fell in Onitsha, is it locally made or foreign made? If it is foreign made, where is the custom officer? Or if it's bag of rice now, they will chase after it.
They're chasing shadows.
Something that we have to ask ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
In other words, they're chasing shadows. They're not going for the substance, which really should be about the protection of the lives of Nigerians.
Hello. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, we can hear you. What's your name?
Yeah, this is Abe. I'm calling from Monia.
All right.
Yeah. Nigeria, we should go into prayer deeply. Because at this stage we need more prayer. Let those in the mosque fervently pray, even this time of end of their Ramadan, fervently put Nigeria first.
in their prayers. Let the Christians as well as traditional believers in this country, let every person put out whichever way which we are going to pray to God. Prayer is the only answer that will take us out of this problem we find ourselves now. Have a nice day, my brother.
All right, thank you so much for calling. 0809 7949 0705 5949. Dr. Yedokun. Okay, let's take this call. Yes. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Tayo. Good morning, Dele.
Good morning.
This is Somo Bashon. No, downfall of a man that thinks it's more powerful on earth start from insulting a man of God, and not a man of God. The man should go to Baba Adeboye and prostrate and let the man pray for him. That is a good morning.
That's right. That's a Sunday Bobo thing. Apparently, he said some disparaging remarks about the predicament.
But he said he never said anything like that.
Oh, okay. So that's been recounted.
Recounted,
okay.
Right?
Yes,
according to you. Hello. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah. Good morning. What's your name?
My name is Dr. I'm a good one, sir.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. What Nigeria needs is only prayer. Hello?
All right, we hit the mountains this morning. Yes. We start praying.
Well, prayer is useful, but prayer is backed up. It must be backed up with substance.
An action.
An action, of course.
Hello. Hello.
Hello, good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
I'm Falodu from Popalodu College.
All right.
To me personally, Nigeria cannot break. Those people that are calling for Nigeria to break, they are being sponsored by some external forces. That's just, you can see the number, the trucks, just discover. Then when you are saying custom, see, are they not Nigerians? Are we not all corrupt in Nigeria? So why are we saying custom? They are Nigerians. Police is Nigerian, soldier is Nigerians. We know ourselves now, Morawa now. So the only thing we can do is that we just continue to pray that this country is a God-loving country. We cannot break. Those people looking for breaking of Nigeria, to me, it's a futility. Thank you. Good morning.
All right. Thank you. Doctor Amorawa, yes. He says we are all corrupt.
I disagree with that. I think, yes, corruption is ingrained. I think vast majority people tend to be corrupt, but we cannot say we are all corrupt.
Hello.
Hello, this is Olodo calling back. Doctor, I want to ask you a question.
Yeah.
In all this military terrain, is it necessary anybody you pick there to be a political candidate? Because I'm thinking of this custom man we are talking about.
Yes.
The military, you go through the rank to get to a particular place. And if it's political, it's supposed to be somebody that is an insider. Not bringing an outsider to come and take responsibility of what a growing officer, a position a growing officer is supposed to take. Please, doctor, throw light into it for us, please.
I think the argument by many is that it affected esprit de corps within the customs. But at the same time, some people will say that it brought them out of lethargy. All of a sudden, they started making very good money for the Nigerian state. So you have to balance it. Do we go for esprit de corps, business as usual? Or sometimes do we have to upset the apple cart in order, you understand, to make progress? I think in the long term, I'm not sure that it helps the custom. But in the immediate term, I think some progress has been made.
And it's a wrap on the program this morning, the Break It All newspaper review. Thank you for your time. Dr. Jedokun, thank you for coming. Thank you, dear listener. My name is OLUTAYO OGUNADE. Let's have a great Monday.
And my name is DELE ADEYANJU. Thank you for your time with us. The program returns tomorrow morning, 6 a.m.
The station admired by other radio stations.
Yes, we